I'm Timothy White talking with Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir about the Dead's new Built to Last LP. But we're also talking about their personal backgrounds. Jerry, a lot of people may not realize you were in the Army in the pre-Vietnam draft era. How did you feel being in uniform back then?
When you're 17, the Army, you can handle it. For as long as I was in for about 9-10 months.
Well, why so short?
Because I got kicked out.
Why'd you get kicked?
I see a pattern emerging.
Yeah, you get the idea now?
Not good soldiering material.
No, right. You get the idea. It's pathological anti-authoritarianism.
I'll tell you what, I went to 7 schools, and I was kicked out of every school I ever attended.
Yeah, right. And I joined the Army to avoid going to jail. It's just one of those things where I finally used up everything. My mother moved me up to Cazadero on the Russian River, and I went to Annalee High School up. This is after being in San Francisco, because things were just getting too intense there. And then I started cutting school up there. So things were just, catching up with me. So to me, at the time, which is, of course, stupid, the Army looked like, well, I'll show them. I'll join the Army, My mother said, great. She signed the papers for me, and I went into the Army. The ironic thing is that I didn't get out of California. Consequently, I cut school from the Army, too, which is one of the reasons I got kicked out. Fort Ord is as far as I got. I did my basic training at Fort Ord, and then they stationed me in the Presidio, which is where I lived, San Francisco, which is really stupid.
You did bring your guitar in the Army, though.
Yes, I did. I brought Silvertone, Sears, Harmony, Electric. I was self-taught, and I never even met another guitar player, actually, until I got into the Army. I met a guy who played a little bit of fingerstyle. I was totally fascinated by it. And, of course, this was a guy who was like trouble incarnate, and I hung out with him and got into 10 times more trouble. He was a liquor store holdup man, one of those kind of guys, I started hanging around with him, and things got so deep. One time he turns up with this other guy when I was staying with one of my friends in East Palo Alto. He turns up with a stolen car. Him and his friend have suits, and they're packing iron. They just done a series of bank robberies. That was it for me. And being in the Army is like having a bad job once you're out of basic training. They're very tough about things like showing up for the morning roll call trip, you know what I mean? That reveille, they call it. And if you're not there, that's called AWOL, So you pile up about 9 or 10 of those, and, it doesn't look good on the record. And I was assigned to a headquarters company, which is the ultimate padded work, you know what I mean? Nobody does anything. There's no work involved. It's a showpiece company. The guys there have jockeyed for years to be stationed permanently at the Presidio, and they don't want any trouble of any kind. So I was there for about 3-4 months, and the commanding officer just said to me, Garcia, how would you like to get out of the Army?
Jerry, are you happy here in the Army?
Right. I said, well, yeah, okay. I've seen enough.
Red and white, blue suede shoes. I'm Uncle Sam. How do you do? Give me 5. I'm still alive. Ain't no luck. I learned to duck. Check my pulse. It don't change. Stay 72. Come shine or rain. Wave the flag. Pop the bag. Rock the boat. Skin the goat. Wave that flag. Wave it wide. better change your act. We're all confused. What's to lose? You can call this song the United States Blues. Wave that flag, wave it wide. Summertime done, come and gone, my oh my. Summertime done, come and gone, my oh my.
U.S. Blues, Grateful Dead, 1974, from the Morris Hotel. I'm Timothy White here with the Dead, and when we return, we'll hear that special studio performance from Bob Weir and Rob Wasserman. Don't go anywhere.
Greyhound, you'll always take me home for the holidays.
Let Greyhound take you home this holiday season, and you can still take advantage of low holiday money saver fares everywhere Greyhound goes. Some restrictions apply. Call Greyhound for details.
Greyhound, you'll always take me home for the holidays.
This holiday season, Greyhound is going home.
Lethal is one way to describe him. Fearless is another. But that's his nature. You can sense the danger. You can see it in his eyes, if you can see him at all, because he's a master at the art of camouflage. He's a Marine, and he's one of a kind, part of an elite corps few can join. But if you'd like to give it a try, call 1-800-MARINES. We're looking for a few good men. Paid for by the Marine Corps.
Which side are you on? Come on, come on, come on. Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great. In this world you gotta choose. When it's Miller Lite, you can't lose. Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great.
Miller Lite isn't just a regular beer with a watered-down taste. When it's Miller Lite, less filling tastes great. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Different places, same old sun. At least I'll have my 501s. I miss you. Too many places I haven't seen. Think of me in my Levi's jeans. I miss you.
And now back to Timothy White with his guests Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead.
Have you guys ever made an album that you wouldn't dare release for some stylistic reason?
They're cuts.
Yeah, they're cuts. We did Barbed Wire Whipping Party,
Yeah.
which is out anyway. Fans
Is it?
have it. They do have it. Fans
Really?
have it.
That's bad news.
It's not exactly a song. It's more a
the
lunatic
love of God,
babble
don't
rave.
play it for
You
your
know, it's-
kids.
in fact, it's not music at all.
It's somewhere in the performance poetry.
Right. It's a
stage.
performance piece of some kind. Yes, right. Mickey's done like telephone albums. He's got a bug album that's hilarious. An album about insects, the war on insects, you know. That's got all these songs about insects, and it's pretty strange.
He had big plans about it. There is good stuff. We probably have 15 or 20 versions of the Mexican hat dance.
Yeah, and
And
the Frozen Lager.
the Frozen
That's another
Lager,
big
right.
hit around here.
Now, is there any track that underwent a complete transformation from when you started to fool with it and then when you got a version that you were
well,
satisfied with?
Some are more
Victim
like
of the Crime.
Victim of the Crime
came
most,
out the most different.
probably.
It took me a while to endear the rest of the band to the basic gist of that
Just
song.
about like pulling teeth.
From the first line where we used the hideous J word to
We wanted
Well,
him to
what's that,
sing
Junker?
patience,
runs out on the bunny. He wouldn't do it.
patience runs out on the monkey. It just doesn't do it. So we came up with whole other lines aplenty, and nothing really did it. We stuck with it.
This was an audience freeze song. You know. This is where you can see the smiles kind of dissolve. You know.
They stopped
What?
dancing and everything.
There's 10,000 people with big question marks over their heads. it turned out to be a really wonderful
It had an
angst composition.
Post-adolescent middle angst.
Well, we're talking about Victim or the Crime, a track from the new Grateful Dead album, Built to Last. But Bob Weir and bassist Rob Wasserman have put together a special studio performance exclusively for this show. So let's listen to their own acoustic rendition of Victim or the Crime.
Patience runs out on the junkie. The dark side hires another soul. Did he steal his fate or earn it? Was he force-fed? Did he learn it? Whatever happened to his precious self-control? Like him, I'm tired of trying to heal this tomcat heart with which I'm blessed. Is destruction loving's twin? Must I choose to lose or win? Maybe when my turn comes, I will have guessed. These are the horns of the dilemma. What truth is proof against all lies? When sacred fails before profane, the wisest man is deemed insane. Even the purest of romantics compromise. What fixation feeds this fever as the full moon pales and climbs? Am I living truth or rank deceiver? Am I the victim or the crime? Am I the victim or the crime? Am I the victim or the crime? Or the crime? And so I wrestle with the angel to see who'll reap the seeds I sow. Am I the driver or the driven? Will I be damned to be forgiven? Is there anybody here but me who needs to know what it is that feeds this fever as the full moon pales and climbs? Am I living truth or rank deceiver? Am I the victim or the crime? 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 Or the crime?
just excellent. That was Bob Weir and Rob Wasserman giving us a special acoustic performance of a song from the new Grateful Dead album Built to Last called Victim or the Crime. Unavailable anywhere but here. Well, gentlemen, Jerry, Bob, I'd like to wrap up this special Grateful Dead edition of Timothy White's Rockstars by playing another Brent Midland song from the new Built to Last album. It's called I Will Take You Home, and it sounds like a song about love's ability to be a protective force.
I go along with that. It's an authentic emotion. It's one of those things where I almost didn't want to do anything with it because it's so delicate. It works perfectly well just with Brent and the piano.
Well, it'll be exciting to see the song grow as the years go by. That's what you can always count on with a Dead song. It's really so much a part of the fun of the band itself. But let's listen to I Will Take You Home, Grateful Dead, Built to Last.
Little girl lost in a forest of dreams. It's dark old wood and it's damp with dew. Hoot owl hoots for a moment it seems. Something big and cold has got a hold of you. Just when everything gets scary, Daddy's come around for his darling again. Hold my hand with your little fingers. Daddy's loving arms are gonna gather you in. Ain't no way the boogeyman can get you. You can close your eyes, the world is gonna let you. Your daddy's here, and he never will forget you. I will take you home. I will take you home. Gonna carry you back home in my arms. I will take you home. Long is the road we will travel on down. Short are the legs it will struggle behind. Wish I knew for sure just where we were bound. What we will be doing, what we're gonna find. Wherever we go, there will be birds to cheer, flowers to color in the fields around. Wherever we go, I will be right here near you. You can't get lost when you're always found. Ain't no fog thick enough to hide you. Your daddy's gonna be right here beside you. If your fears should start to get inside you, I will take you home. I will take you home. Gonna carry you back home in my arms. I will take you home.
Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, thanks so much for spending this time with us, sharing all these great stories about the Grateful Dead and yourselves. And listen, good luck with Built to Last on the road.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
All right.
Dead on Arrival, The Grateful Dead, on Timothy White's Rockstars. This program was produced exclusively for Westwood One by Andy Denmark and Timothy White. Executive producer Norm Pattis. For their help, thanks go to Dennis McNally, John Cutler, and everyone at Club Front and at Grateful Dead Productions. Thanks also to Rob and Claire Wasserman, Brian Griffith, Robert Garland, and to Sean Coakley, Melanie Rogers, and everyone at Arista Records. And of course, we'd like to thank Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir and the rest of the Grateful Dead for decades of believing in the magic that is created by the music. As residents of the San Francisco Bay Area, the Grateful Dead want you to know that recovery from the recent earthquake is continuing and that you can help by contributing to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund, reachable at 1-800-453-9000. Timothy White's Rockstars is based on the book Rockstars by Timothy White, published by Crown Outlet Books. I'm Roger Steffens. Thanks for being with us, and keep listening for the next edition of Timothy White's Rockstars from the Westwood One Radio Network.